Prime Minister Andrew Holness, may I say something to you today? Yeah? May I say something to the Prime Minister today? Mr. Prime Minister, look how long I've been lobbying you all to review the sentencing guidelines and to make the sentencing a little bit stringent. But what you did the other evening was vague. And you just throw a bone out there. Because Mr. Prime Minister, you are not serious about what you said. There is no way on hell you want to give somebody the death penalty if they get caught with a gun. Mr. Prime Minister, I know you make a mistake in your speech. Yeah? Now, that's just a vague statement to roar up the crowd. But you're not serious, Mr. Prime Minister. And Jamaica people must see through that. If you are nuts, you never yet come out and said all those horrible crime, all those rape that people women endure, men endure, kids endure. You never said they should get the death penalty. So you telling me with no guns killing people. And you have to be very careful because people take taxi, police pull over a taxi, a gun is in there, 5 people in there. You're going to give the 5 people the death penalty? Because a gun was found in the position of in the taxi? You have to be very careful. Or you just throw a statement out there, Mr. Prime Minister. The crime is out of control. And remember, I am the one be calling to review the books because it's bullshit. Laws we not have to the nature of the crimes that is taking place. Guys get 1 year, 2 years, 3 years in jail. Why not review the book? Mr. Prime Minister, instead of you coming out and throwing a bone out there about death penalty if you get caught with a gun, even though we want to disarm Jamaica, we want to disarm Jamaicans that have illegal guns. Even we want to take the illegal guns off the street, Mr. Prime Minister, you still cannot give death penalty for someone if they get caught with a gun. What about the person who have a gun to protect themselves? They are not criminal, but they live in an environment where chances they just say, you know what? I have to defend myself. So it's just a vague statement you make, Mr. Prime Minister Andrew Holness. It's vague. And it's not going to fly very well with all the human rights groups and whatever. Why not call a sitting, review the books? That's what you should do, Mr. Prime Minister. If you really want to help Jamaica, that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do, Mr. Prime Minister. If you want to help Jamaica, if you care about the crime deeply, Mr. Prime Minister, call a sitting in Parliament and get all the lawyers out and review the sentencing guidelines for every crime in Jamaica, for every single law in Jamaica. Review the sentencing guideline. Look how much years me a lobby you for do that. But you're going to throw a vague statement out there when you know you got the power. Could have said, let's review this and see if we make some changes. Yeah? There's no way I'm all for the death penalty. And the only way I would give the death sentence to someone if they use that gun to commit a crime. If they use that gun to murder somebody. If they use that gun to shoot somebody. If they use the gun to rob, I'm not going to give them the death sentence for that. I'm sorry. If they murder somebody, if they shoot somebody, if it's armed robbery, up the sentencing to 25 years. If get found with a gun, first offense, 7 years, good behavior, rehabilitation in 3.5 years, because you don't really want to. Some kids make mistake. Some kids make mistake. Peer pressure, the community you're in. You may have to step with a gun for look like, yeah. Even though some of these guys, young kids know they're not going to shoot somebody, but they just want to feel like them into the know. You can't really just go throw them away like that. and pop off them neck. Mr. Prime Minister, it's a vague statement that you make. And you need to walk it back. I'm calling on the Prime Minister to walk back that statement. There's no way you can give death sentence to anyone who get caught with a gun. Yeah? I make mistake. I'm not perfect. At East Kingston me come from. Yeah? East Kingston me come from. And me know what gun look like. Me know what it is to walk with gun at 14 years old. You live in the environment. You go have friends that have gun. You feel like you want to put it in your waist. So suppose you just feel like you want to put it in your waist, just feel like you have a gun in your waist. Just to feel like you want to feel experience of what a gun is like in your hand. You telling me making that stupid decision at 14 years old. You telling me at 14 years old who made that stupid decision to walk with an illegal gun because I see my friend with it. Make me hold it now. And walk past the rat patrol with my gun in my shorts with no shirt on. At 14 years old. You tell me I need to get the death penalty for that? Why use the energy, Mr. Prime Minister, to send some counseling into this community? We never have nothing to do. We're poor, we're hungry. Somebody in a higher position. Yeah? The politician bring the gun, come in there. So them here for Papa, feed them neck first. Why you not said, Mr. Prime Minister, the man will bring the gun, them come into the country, give them the death penalty. Yeah? Youth and youth for come out and start talk. Now that I grow and I get mature, when I become 17, 16, I realize, hey, this is not life. I take away myself from that environment with the help of my cousin that tell me, hey, come on, let me take you uptown. Let me show you something different. All that one person needs is a different view on life. Look at me now. Huh? I do have a gun. I do have guns. But I have the Second Amendment to protect me. Where me live, I still don't go to the gun range. My friend them have to beg me to go to the gun range. And I only have a gun and I have a permit to carry my firearm. And I don't care for it either. I don't go out in the street popping it off on people just if I'm working and it's late and I'm in certain neighborhood. Got to protect yourself. Because we know the world we're living in. Yeah? So the notion that you want to kill some kid who make one mistake, why not set up a program, make it mandatory for the kids to get these kind of education level in school and have them visit the jail and have jailers come visit the school and counsel them? Why not set up good counseling to save Jamaica, Mr. Prime Minister? But you're going to throw a vague statement. You know you don't mean nothing about it. You know right now if it come for your sign, you're not going to sign that shit. Thank you, people. Don't let the Prime Minister pull a wool over your eye because he's not serious. If he's serious, he would have called Parliament and start to review the sentencing guidelines in Jamaica for the notorious crimes that is coming upon the people of Jamaica. Jamaica people, the Prime Minister need to walk back that statement. Good evening.